With me, as always, is the lilting, lightful Lilith of lights. That's not very good.
That was terrible.
Yeah, well, what do you want? Delightful?
Professionalism, that's what I want.
Well, when you start paying me, I'll be professional.
I'm not getting paid.
If I represent, yo.
I was gonna write you an email, but I'm a little drunk, and spelling is a sober person's game. So I feel I owe you a splanation. I'm sorry. A splanation.
All right, then. Got you in a headlock. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. All right, then.
Shall we start?
We probably should. Really, folks, if she leaves all this in, it's going to get a lot better. I promise. Won't even talk about snatches at all this time.
Oh.
Or what one is. Unless you want to... Well, I'll save that one. Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, and our wonderful Hellions. It is I, X7, your agent of aquatic acrobatics. I'm a swimmer now, again. Aqua jock, if you will. With me, as always, is the lovely, delightful Lilith Draco.
Hi, welcome back.
This is GD Splanations. In case you were wondering, you might be on something else, you just never know.
A podcast where we explain things.
In way too much detail on occasion. Well, one of us does. We'll leave that up to you to decide. You got it right? I pointed the correct direction?
Yes.
I can't lose this way.
Either way.
It's 5 by 5.
What are you drinking tonight?
Tonight I'm at one of my standbys, a New Holland Dragon's Milk. I almost went for the New Holland Mash, but that's an 18%er. That one just still scares me, and I'm saving it.
Don't let it.
I will be.
Embrace it. Give in. Enjoy.
I will be bringing.
Get awesome.
One of those 15%ers up to Moab, along with a certain amount of other beers.
24 Maharaja.
On pain of death. And that's no lie. I'm a little scared if I didn't bring any.
I don't think you would survive the week.
It has to be cold and ready to come right out. I don't know if I have to bring it to you before you get there, or into the hotel, or if you want it, just hand it to you as you walk in the door.
That would be fine.
As long as I've got it together.
Exactly. Anyway, it's one of your go-tos,
Yeah,
one of your staples.
Holland, it's the Dragon's Milk, one of their Dragon's Milks. Yeah.
You're not going to show it?
Oh, wait, everyone's seen a Dragon's Milk. It's got
Okay, nice.
It could be a nice little tattoo somewhere, I suppose.
Yeah.
Half a 0.75%.
Maybe on you.
0.70. Whoa. You know,
I don't want a dragon.
If you end up with a Packy skull, like, that's cool.
I never said it wasn't. I never said it was either.
Oh, I better be pushing for that tattoo so hard for you. Right, where did the stripper have it?
Is that where he had it? I don't remember.
You can't have it on one of your arms because it's full.
My arms are full.
You could put it similarly placed to drive Higgintooth crazy. But
I could put it right here over my heart.
you want to put it in pentagram or something while you're at it?
No,
Yeah, because you know what you're doing.
because I know what I'm doing.
Because, yeah, you don't tell
I don't
people.
willy-nilly just put things like that over my heart.
Check out the splanation of some idiot who put a fairy star over his heart. As one of our
Yes.
early ones.
A permanent decision is the name of the episode.
Because nobody tells him things. Nobody who knows better.
I didn't think you'd rush out and
Why
get
do I
it
have a friend-
without talking about it.
Why do I have a partner that's a witch if she's not going to tell me things?
Maybe that's part of being a witch.
Is it?
And even being a witch, I hesitate to put a pentagram over my heart.
Well, could mean you've been bit by a werewolf. That's where I learned about the pentagram, not from the other place. Even a man.
Anyway,
What you drinking there, Lilith?
I'm drinking a Roadhouse Interstellar Kush. Half acre.
That's a big one, isn't it?
It's a pint, 7.0%.
And
It's pretty good.
is the
Roadhouse Brewing is Jackson, Wyoming.
Oh. You know they have digs out there.
They do have digs. The only good
Incidentally-
thing about Wyoming.
Incidentally, I did send you a link to a Triceratops dig. Just saying that
I would love
that
to go on a
dinosaur
dig.
range, because they've just discovered a whole hell of a lot more of Cretaceous dinosaurs. Colorado fossil bed and other places are more known for their Jurassic dinosaurs. But the first Triceratops was found here, and they've just discovered a dancing dinosaurs apparently.
A dancing?
Yeah, it's called lecking, some sort of bird behavior. They think
Huh.
that's what Tyrannosaurus did, but it's on the opposite side over the hill into the mountains. It's not in the Morrison formation.
Right.
So,
A dancing dinosaur. That would be a good... Huh? That would be a good dinosaur to talk about with superpowers.
that's true because it is the dinosaur that is dancing. And when I say the dinosaur, the one that is the most studied... Oh, I don't have one over here.
So T-Rexes danced?
They think it's a mating, like a mating thing. Like, you know how birds do their mating thing?
Yeah.
That sort of.
Huh. Now I'm picturing these gigantic lizard birds dancing.
It's just a jump to the left.
I would rather do dancing for their superpower than their powerful jaws.
Well, I thought you were going to say they're
Oh.
super strong forearms.
No, those are pointless. That's why they're just mini and tiny, and
Except that they
Hang there.
they can point with them in case they're awesome.
they hang there.
Well, but their little tiny arms were bigger than me.
Well, I know, but
Proportionately. I mean, they're tiny, yes. Well, I mean, so yeah, Dinosaur Ridge, the Morrison Museum. There's so many. Well, anyway, we're going to digress clear off. We are talking about paleontology, which will lead us into our subject tonight, which is
Geology Rocks.
Well, there was this one kid who had a sticker on his backpack that said Geology Rocks.
This is our first Geology Rocks splanation.
because one of us has collected rocks since he was this many. That's 6 decades.
That is a long time.
This one is not of that vintage. Well, it is of that vintage, but it's not from then.
So we decided to do our first Geology Rocks episode. And there are so many different topics that fall under geology.
Right.
So which topic did we decide on for this episode?
Well, I'd like to say that it was going to be about this, but this is a brecciated jasper. And this is quartz in it. It can be quartz or hematite. It is a sedimentary rock. We're not going to be talking about sedimentary rocks. because even though that's where dinosaurs live, the fossils live in sedimentary rocks, we're going to be talking about metamorphic, and I did not bring my quartz crystal over here that I've had.
Do you need a pause and go grab that?
It's all right. Everyone knows what quartz looks like. I mean, it's a good chunk of quartz. It's ugly, it's discolored and everything, but it's also way older than me, and I've had it for longer than I've probably known Lilith, at least in this world.
Yes.
Because Lilith and I have gone round and round a couple times. I'm quite sure of that. In fact, all of my Amazons.
Yep. So metamorphic rocks are rocks that have been transformed from their original state,
Correct.
right? They've changed by either heat, pressure, and or chemical reactions within the earth.
Yes. We should probably say there's 3 kinds of rocks on the planet. There's
Okay.
igneous, which are the from the middle of the planet. That's the basic. Those are the youngest rocks, despite them probably being some of the oldest rocks. There's igneous, then there's sedimentary, which are, as their name, layered, smashed down by pressure, and generally around water a lot, and
Yes.
fossils. And I don't know if this counts as pointers. And then there's metamorphic, which are the ones that are the crystals, are the, sedimentary is shale, igneous is granite. To
Yes.
use very basic examples. Now, they can get mixed together. It happens. It's just how it is. Igneous comes out of volcanoes, sedimentary comes out of, say, floods, and then metamorphic, probably earthquakes and massive geologic tectonic upheavals. Ooh.
Yep. Nice.
I'm a little impressed that I got all that out at once, and
Way to go, and you're awesome, and you did it.
Yes, because 11%ish.
So there's also marble, schist, soapstone, phyllite, and slate. I think you mentioned
Tons of
slate.
granite in a micaceous schist.
There you go.
Thank you, Bert, the geologist who won the MacArthur Award. Oops. This is not the book I learned about geology from.
No.
But our paleontology and geology really do. I mean,
They do.
you can't have one without the other.
No.
Because fossils are, rocks. They're not actually bones.
Right.
This book, The How and Why of, what's that say? Rocks and Minerals.
Rocks and minerals.
Yes, doesn't that sound exciting? But boy, I read this a lot.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, I have 4 of these, and I'm missing one that we used to have about ancient man, but who cares? I'm just going to show them here. The reptiles, I read that one a lot too. And seashells, which will make you scared to step on anything because some of them are poisonous.
Oh, yeah.
I
used to collect shells. I never so much got into rocks, but I did collect shells.
Well, shells are cool. I like shells. I like, a wide variety of things, but this is just it's a very basic beginner. It's a primer, as they would say in England. But it's just, it's not very long. At some point, there'll be on the other channel, my channel, there will be I'll review the books, but not at this point in time. So, but geology, it is literally the oldest science in the world because that's where it came from. As far as
and metamorphic rocks play a crucial role in understanding Earth's geological history and processes.
right.
Like, we can see past tectonic activity, we can see mountain building events, and then the overall evolution of the planet.
And it takes millions of, obviously all geology. The only thing that doesn't take millions of years is igneous rocks. Well, yes. Everything else is a long-term process because if you see a volcano, you're seeing igneous rock come out. It's the
Right.
magma.
Liquid magma,
Exactly.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
That would be Brock Bigglesworth. I have the card it's on at a wedding, from a wedding.
Nice.
That was one of my best ones. Unfortunately, it was long before, it was before Lilith and I had intertwined again. But, because if I'd have told you that then, it would have killed you. Mm-hmm.
It would have.
And he was mortified because I did that to him. All right for him to make jokes. Dill hole. So your humble agent has a wide collection of mostly sedimentary rocks because they gloss up really nicely. But I have that piece of quartz. That might be my only one. I have a tiger's eye up here. No, my mom's got a moon glow, a moonstone.
Nice.
That glows and changes color. I'm pretty sure that's a crystal. Crystals are generally metamorphic.
Right.
That
right.
neatly stacked carbon, diamonds, rubies, all part of the same family. Neatly stacked carbon that people will pay ridiculous amounts of money for.
Yep.
I kind of wanted to wear my. I did wear my
Well, they're pretty.
shirt here because, Geology Rocks. But
Geology Rocks.
Geology Rocks.
and they're just stones are fun. I mean, they're just pretty. And when they've been polished and they're soft, you could use them in just all sorts of things. But I mean, a lot of people ascribe powers to crystals. Hematite,
Yeah.
the brecciated jasper can have hematite in it. I'm quite sure, as white as this is quartz. I acquired this rock in 2003 from a place I was on assignment, and it was in the parking lot. I'm like, and it just stayed there, and I'm like, this is a great rock. I'm taking it. It's the biggest stone I have. Biggest.
Okay.
It is definitely sedimentary and coated with quartz mixed in. So there's a sedimentary rock with an igneous rock, or not igneous. Jeez. What am I saying here? Metamorphic rock mixed in.
There you go.
So you can have that sort of combination, which is, I mean, it's very colorful. It's red. Go figure.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So it's probably evil.
Probably. Sounds about right.
I probably found it
Soulless.
I probably found it on Zoltan Day
Probably.
before Zoltan Day existed. Oh, Zoltan Day, thank you. I don't know why, but since I've been 5, here I've got my oldest rock that I have in my collection. It's actually in this. You can't really see it, but it is the tiger. It's beautifully colored. This I picked up on the way home from kindergarten. And that's
Okay.
when it started. So it just I don't know. So it's been a long time coming there, and while I'm up here, you can't see me. So I've been around rocks a long time. I don't particularly ascribe things to. Where's my others? Oh, where's my other ring? Powers to crystals. It's not been my experience. Now I don't deny them because I believe that they probably do host energies. This is a hematite ring that a friend made. A friend of mine made for me. My Dracula ring, I call it.
Nice.
Even though I'm not on Team Vampire ever.
Well, you're missing out. It's fine. Whatever.
They still can't control werewolves, so meh. But this is a hematite, which is can bring collect negative energy, so you can't wear it constantly. You have to put it out in
Right.
the moon. I do know enough about crystals and things. It's not particularly a crystal, though. I don't think hematite's a crystal. I don't know off the top of my head. So,
I don't know either. Hematite?
but it's very common. Hematite's really common. It's magnetic, so that makes me think I don't know if it's a crystal, but it could be definitely. I don't know. I mean, you could find there was a thing in the late '90s and early 2000s where put a hematite wristband on. It'll make you feel better. Yep.
It is. Hematite is a common iron oxide mineral.
Yeah. So. I mean,
I don't know. Does that answer the question?
Not really. Iron oxide.
Oh, well.
Iron oxide is rust.
Well,
I mean, it can be rust. Iron. So, I mean, it's a very common. It's like quartz is a very common gemstone,
yes.
and I was about to say, the ring was made for me. I actually traded for it, but it was a gift, essentially. And quartz is, I don't even know what quartz is, but there's a lot of soapstone and tiger's eye. Just beautiful. I mean, rocks are beautiful. Granite is very common, obviously, because it is the oldest and newest, like I said. But rocks they're interesting. They tell a huge story. I mean, how did this get mixed? How did quartz get mixed up in with the jasper?
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, this thing is
Granite is an expensive countertop.
Yeah. My sainted mother has one. And
But nice.
yeah, it's a beautiful countertop. I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
Yeah. I've been there a time or two.
Yeah. But you polish up a stone and it's harder to tell when you polished it. The raw stone is a lot easier to tell what it's made of. But when you polish it, it just looks pretty. Like I said, I don't ascribe a lot of energy manipulation, but you do use...
I don't either.
You do use diamonds and rubies, which are carbon, same as us. And same as charcoal.
Yep.
Not propane, though.
Propane accessories.
I know. Bobby, why are you putting ketchup on your steak? Trying to cover the taste. We gotta talk about Tank.
We should, since the next series is coming out.
Start watching some of the originals again, because it's been probably 10 years since I've seen any. So
yeah, me too. It's been a while.
First. And there were more seasons than I remembered because I lost track after a while. But lucky.
So,
hated him.
Back to our topic. Because we tend to veer off a lot. Why do you think in Big Bang Theory, Sheldon believes geology is a lesser science?
Well, Sheldon's, for as smart as he is, he's a moron.
Well, I know he's a moron, but what do you... I don't think he ever actually explains. It's a lower science.
It's because the girl he liked when he was young was a geologist and then considered him a kid. I've seen young Sheldon, and he holds a grudge because he's got an eidetic memory, and he can't let it go.
He can't let it go. Huh.
So, he knows. I mean, he wanted to work with Bert when he got his, because it was excellent science, and Bert. So it's just, he's wrong. He's just, and he won't admit it because he's that much of an egotist. I don't think he's he's kind of narcissistic, and Amy's the only one, well, Leonard to an extent, and Penny especially, were the only people who knew how to puncture him really well to deflate his ego. But right. I don't think he'd ever admit it, because when your first crush kind of rejects you, it stings. It stings.
Yeah.
Been there. Been there.
So later he did spend a night with his geology book.
And he was reading pretty loud.
Yeah, he was, and he called Professor Hawking
Geode. And geodes are really cool. They are really cool. I'm not even sure where geodes fall in geology, but I like geodes.
We'll get there.
It's fun to say, like schnapps.
Schnapp. Geode.
He just evolved into Big Bang right away, didn't he?
Well, it's a part of Big Bang,
Next thing you know, we'll be at Old Town Mex, and the guys will be there.
That was a good time.
Without Tapatio sauce, bastards.
I know. That's when we learned to always carry a little bottle of Tapatio.
Always.
You never know when you're going to need it.
It goes in the hummus of perfection. I believe you've actually put it on pizza. Both of us probably.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That crust. God, I'd kill for some of those breadsticks right now.
My God, I know.
The only thing that was good, except that their beer menu got better. By the way,
but there was other better places to go for better beers
and better pizza. Sadly.
But the breadsticks, whew.
There's a place in Moab I've discovered, and we're going to be, if it's as good as the menu looks, we're going to be very happy there.
Good.
So, I mean, probably not as happy as Maharaja happy, but especially
Nothing really is.
Has it been 3 years since you've had a Maha?
Yes. It's been that long since I've been there visiting.
Well, yeah, what the Furk.
Well,
Quote the Swedish chef there. I know, you got
a
stuff.
few job changes,
And your dad.
an illness in the family where I needed to hold on to my days
That
just in
was
case.
Way more important. I'll admit. I mean, Dad here, Maharaja might be right there.
Right.
I'm not going to tell him that. Sorry, Vince. Vince Quarto, the keymaster of Gozer, the Gozerian. You can cut that out if you need to.
Does that make my mom the gatekeeper?
I'm not going to touch that one with anyone's 10-foot pole. Oh, Dana, it's you! We really should talk about Ghostbusters and our experience of watching it when I was dying, B, watching it with my mom, and someone fell asleep.
Hey, we walked through Boulder and had a lot of beers.
We sure did. And that was when we went to Avery then, too, after that, and had more beers. We should probably not have been driving home.
I was fine. I was in the passenger seat. It's all on you.
Yeah, if I'd have turned left into front of someone, yeah, you would not have been that fine. Actually, we were to clarify, we were okay.
We were okay.
We drank and then ate a beer in Boulder
And then walked for a while.
Yeah, a long while. Because that was your first time there, right? Or like first time as a grown-up, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, that was a fun day. But
It was.
We were exhausted. I'm surprised I'm surprised Mom stayed awake. She'd never seen it before.
Our next movie review episode we'll talk about Ghostbusters.
Sorry.
And the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and somebody getting their eye taken out by a marshmallow. My eye! My eye!
Oh, I have lots of pictures of Mr. Stay Puft from various Comic Cons. And pictures of R2-D2, which probably will not get put on here unless...
Someone pinching a knob.
Well, wait, I'm thinking, yeah, that and He-Man, of course.
Oh, well, yeah.
Possibly the best convention picture ever.
My mother did not appreciate that picture. But I love it.
But as much steroids as He-Man had to do, you were probably searching for anything up there as it was.
It was smooth. It was smooth like Ken.
Smooth like the top of... Well, my head's not that smooth yet. But it's getting there. Anyway,
Me too.
We've really veered off topic about rocks. That's some set of stones you got on you, lady.
All right, any last thoughts on Metamorphic Rocks and Geology
I
Rocks?
think we are good. If we go any further, we're just going to sink ourselves.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Let's
Please like, share, subscribe.
Yeah,
Leave
that-
a comment about your favorite
Yeah.
Metamorphic rock.
No, or any rock.
Or any rock.
We don't care. We love the comments. We'll always reply. Some of us will reply a little smartassier than others. I don't know who. Yeah. And so, our fellow Hellions, our lovely agents, we are signing off. This is X7 and my wonderful and very talented co-host,
Lilith Draco.
wherever she is. We're signing off. Be seeing you.
Bye. Live long and prosper.
I got beer.
I got bottled breast milk.
Why don't we start with the beer?
Okay.
So you like the beer?
I do. Although it's actually a lager.
Huh. What's the difference between beer and lager?
I don't know. We could look it up.